I do want to talk to you about Snap, because this is a company you've done some work on. You're not here to present a full report, if you will. And so far as I understand, you're not yet short Snap, but you have some concerns, and I want to hear about them.
Sure. We've done a decent amount of work on Snap, and as you said, we're not short Snap at present. We might be short in the future, but we have really three categories of concerns. So, corporate.
By the way, we should remind everybody that this is the owner of Snapchat.
Yes, exactly. So, we've got corporate governance concerns, and some of those are well known, but there are also, say, real questions about the ethics of the company, and that's something that's not well known. But also, and this is the area where we're really trying to form a view, questions about the business model and strategy, coupled with the fact that it effectively has a lot of debt in the form of commitments to Amazon Web Services and Google for cloud hosting.
Let's take them one by one.
Sure.
You say some of the corporate governance concerns are well known. Mm-hmm. They might be known to many people, but not all people. One thing some people who may own the stock or are looking at the stock may not know about is the fact that there are no voting rights in the shares.
Correct.
First company that I've ever seen that has no voting rights in its shares. Mm-hmm. On the surface, that strikes me as a corporate governance concern. Is that what chiefly concerns you, or is there more than that?
That's not the chief concern, but that's definitely a concern because the CEO, Evan Spiegel, he strikes me as one of the founders who you don't necessarily want around to run the mature company.
Why?
But, well, at this point, and this gets to the ethics concerns we have. So getting the other reasonably well-known corporate governance concern is that he got effectively an $800 million stock bonus on the IPO, few to no strings attached to it. So he can leave the company now, and he'll still receive that stock. And that's, partly that's, to more than replace the almost 300 million he sold on the IPO. So that is really.
That's a red flag to you?
Yeah, you normally don't want to see that sort of conflict of interest or that just outright money grab. But beyond that, the actual ethics concerns, there was a whistleblower lawsuit that's been recently filed by a former employee who was hired to lead their growth team.
Came out of Facebook, if I recall.
Correct. And now he was hired in late 2015. He was only with the company for 3 weeks before he was fired. And in his lawsuit, he's alleging that at the time that Snap was telling investors and advertisers that they hit 100 million daily active users, it was really about 80. And there are other issues. At the time, they were apparently telling everybody that they were growing double-digit month-on-month in terms of daily active users. And he said it was really quarterly, low to mid single digits, which is what we see now with their first quarter as a public company.